Why is it that those who see most clearly are often left most alone? Why do the brightest minds in history, the ones capable of deep, original thought, often end up rejected, misunderstood, or even feared by the very societies they seek to understand? This isn't just a poetic cliché, it's a pattern. And few philosophers examined this pattern more ruthlessly than Arthur Schopenhauer. In today's video, we explore why highly intelligent individuals often unsettle society, not because they're dangerous, but because they reveal truths many prefer not to see. Drawing from the works of Schopenhauer, we'll look deeply into how intelligence is perceived, why it breeds isolation, and how society instinctively reacts to those who think differently. If you're drawn to ideas that challenge conventional thinking and open doors to deeper self-awareness, consider subscribing. This channel is a space for reflective minds, the quiet thinkers, the seekers, who aren't satisfied with shallow answers. Let's begin. For Schopenhauer, intelligence was not a badge of honor, it was a burden. In his essay on thinking for oneself, he distinguishes between two kinds of people: those who think from within, independently, originally, and those who merely repeat the ideas of others. Ordinary people think merely how they shall spend their time. A man of talent tries to use it. But this talent, when it becomes true genius, becomes isolating. According to Schopenhauer, the genius does not merely think more, he thinks differently. He sees deeper, and this depth of vision often alienates him from the crowd. Why? Because what he sees is often inconvenient, even disturbing to the social consensus. He becomes a mirror, not just reflecting what is, but exposing what's false, shallow, or fragile in society's self-image. This begins the conflict. Not because the intelligent person wishes to challenge society, but because his very existence challenges its comfort zones. Question: could it be that what society fears is not the person himself, but the truths he reveals simply by existing? Schopenhauer was blunt. A high degree of intellect tends to make a man unsocial. He argued that the more a person understands the world, the less company they find in it. This isn't about arrogance, it's about frequency mismatch. Highly intelligent individuals often struggle to find resonance in common conversations, shallow distractions, or herd mentalities. They crave depth, not stimulation, meaning, not noise. And in a world increasingly shaped by speed, spectacle, and superficiality, this craving leads to detachment. But here lies the paradox. Society often interprets this detachment as superiority, coldness, or even hostility, when in truth, it's a kind of quiet retreat. The intelligent individual withdraws not out of disdain, but out of exhaustion. Question: when someone withdraws from the noise of the world, are they being arrogant, or are they protecting something fragile within? Now we reach the core of Schopenhauer's analysis. Society doesn't merely ignore the highly intelligent, it often resents them. Why? Because the presence of someone who sees deeper disturbs the illusion of certainty. Societies, like individuals, rely on shared narratives to stay cohesive, and these narratives often rest on simplifications, denials, or convenient myths. Enter the thinker, the one who questions the sacred assumptions, who sees through the veils. Even in silence, their presence becomes uncomfortable. To live alone is the fate of all great souls, Schopenhauer writes, not as a virtue, but as a consequence. The fear of the intelligent individual is not always conscious. It can manifest as subtle exclusion, labeling, or dismissal. But it serves the same function, to push away what feels threatening to the collective mind. Are we, as a society, really afraid of intelligence? Or are we afraid of the discomfort it brings with it? Friedrich Nietzsche, who admired and later diverged from Schopenhauer, took this tension even further. He warned that society doesn't just fear the thinker, it seeks to neutralize him. In Thus Spoke Zarathustra, he describes the fate of the visionary who descends from the mountain of insight to speak to the crowd and finds mockery, not understanding. While Schopenhauer sees isolation as inevitable, Nietzsche sees the crowd as actively hostile. But both agree on one thing: those who see clearly will rarely be welcomed easily. If those who question reality are often silenced by it, who then shapes the world, the visionary or the conformist? The conclusion is, why does society fear intelligent people? Because intelligence in its purest form is disruptive. Not violent, not arrogant, just deeply aware. Schopenhauer's view is not that society is evil or stupid, but that it is, by necessity, structured to preserve comfort and stability. And intelligence, unfiltered by compromise, shakes that structure. The question is not whether this fear can be erased, but whether it can be understood. So, what do you think? Is Schopenhauer right that intelligence naturally isolates and unsettles? Or can society evolve to embrace those who see beyond? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if this exploration sparked something within you, feel free to subscribe for more reflections like this, quiet, challenging, and honest. Until next time, think deeply and stay true.